Hey guys, so today I wanted to try some new products from Maybelline. They may not actually be new to the market, but they are definitely new to me. They would be the City Bronzers, which I haven't heard anyone talk about, and the Matte Bar. These have not gotten any attention on YouTube, Instagram. I haven't seen anyone talk about them. So if you guys are curious to find out more and see how these work, then just keep watching. Okay, so the City Bronzers, and excuse the nails, I've had matte polish on my nails for months now and they are yellow and just need a break. I'm sorry, I know they're not pretty. But the City Bronzer comes in 3 shades, 100, 200, and 300. It says these are bronzer and contour powders. Create a naturally bronzed and softly contoured look with City Bronzer. It says apply with a brush all over to bronze or sweep under cheekbones to contour, blend for a naturally sun-kissed look. So I'm going to open these up and do swatches to see which one is the best bronzer and contour shade for my skin tone. This is 100. Right here, you can barely see it. Let me see if I can build it up a bit. Right here is 100, so that'll probably be a pretty good bronzer shade for me because I am back to my fair winter color. This is 200, which doesn't look a whole lot deeper. I don't know, I might be able to get away with this one as well. So we have 100, we have 200, and I know that 300 is not my color. And we have 300. So I don't think that this will be my color, perhaps in the summer, but this is the warmest of the 3. I feel like this is the most neutral of the 3 perhaps, but I think I'm gonna try a combination of both 100 and 200 today. I'm gonna start off with number 100 and just see how that works as a contour. That seems very warm on my skin, so let me try number 200 on the other side. I don't feel like either of them are really cool enough to be a contour powder. They're both a bit too warm. But that being said, they'd probably be a really nice bronzer shade. So I'm gonna grab my Sonia Kashuk marble brush, I don't know what this is called. And I'm going to go into 200 because I feel like this works a little bit better as a bronzer. These are almost a little yellow tone, which I don't mind so much, but it doesn't really work for contouring. All right, so my face is a bit warmed up, a bit bronzed. They're just all right. I'm not obsessed with them, but I wonder if 100 would work well for like a nose contour since it is on the light side. So I'm just gonna grab like a flat brush. This is the Disney Minnie Mouse and Sephora brush collection. I have brushes from all sorts of collections hanging out. I'm just gonna dip it lightly into this 100, tap off, and see if I can do a slight nose contour with number 100. Okay, it works as like a subtle nose contour powder, but still it's a little bit too warm for what I'm looking for. So I'm on the fence about these. I think the packaging is beautiful. And if you like more of like a warmer bronze, you'd probably really like this. But for me, I'm looking for something a little bit cooler that I can contour with. But as a bronzer, they're fine. Okay, next up, we have the Matte Bar palette. This is 300. On the back, it tells you the names of all of these shadows. We have 1985, we have Empire, we have Landmark, we have Groundbreaker, we have Hustle, we have, probably over here, Brick House, Grit, Flatiron, Gridlock, and Hard Edge, I believe. So we'll dive in, we'll do some swatches, and we'll try them on the eyes. They're very small pan sizes, so you can see similar to like the Maybelline and Gigi Hadid pan sizes that we got in those little shadow compacts. They're quite narrow, You can fit your finger in quite easily, but some brushes might be a little bit too wide. So let's start off with some swatches. So they look fine. They remind me of like one of the Wet n Wild palettes. Let me see if I can find it. It reminds me of like a combination of both of these palettes from Wet n Wild. These are the Rosé in the Air and Not a Basic Peach. Like you have the orangey tone and the cream tone. Over here you've got like a berry tone, a warm red, you've got the dark brown. Like I feel like it's kind of like the mattes from these two palettes mixed together in one. But I'm not complaining because every once in a while you need a basic matte palette, and I like that this doesn't only have the browns in it. I like that it has orange, I like that it has a berry tone. So we'll see how these work on the eye. I've already primed with Tarte Shape Tape and a little bit of Marc Jacobs Perfection Powder, and we are good to go. I just cleaned off a couple brushes with my Sonia Kashuk Quick Clean Dry Brush Spray, which I love. First, I think I'm going to go in with this kind of matte peach shade on the lid and a little higher just to see what the color looks like. And yes, I did clean this brush off. Okay, so nothing, and that slight pinky peach shade. It's very faint, but it is a very light color. So we'll see how it builds. Next, I'm going to go into this kind of rosy blush shade here as my crease shade. I mean, it's picking up really well. So far, this is blending out really well. Okay, I like that so far. I'm going to keep going. I think I want to go into this kind of burnt red shade here on the outer corner. Oh. I really like how that looks just like that. I don't know if I want to add anything to it. Perhaps I'll just add some of this yellow on the inner corner. I'm going to grab a little of this orange to just kind of blend the yellow and the kind of rosy shade together. Yes, I really like that. Okay, so I like the way that we kind of have like an ombre matte sunset on the top lid. I think I'm going to mirror that on the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to finish up the other eye, add a little mascara, and I'll be back in just a minute. Okay guys, so my face makeup is pretty much done. I really like the way that the eyes turned out with this color palette. I used kind of the warm tones and the yellow. I didn't go into the deep shades. I didn't really feel like I needed to. There was enough dimension in this look without going any further, but they do give you some darker options to deepen up a look. I'm pleasantly surprised by this palette. I thought, you know, an all matte palette would be kind of like, eh. I have a couple of those in my collection. I have the Urban Decay Naked palette. I have an all matte palette by Viseart. I have the Urban Decay one, as mentioned. And I reach from them from time to time as like additional palettes. If I have like a really shimmery palette and I need something else, I'd reach for those. I like the different color varieties you get in this one. I like how they applied. They're not grabbing in any place. They blend it out smoothly. It doesn't look patchy. I think this is really beautiful. So this is a thumbs up for me. And the City Bronzers. After looking at my skin in a close-up mirror, it is a little bit more orangey toned than I originally had thought it was, but I feel like as the weather gets warmer, you can kind of go a little warmer with your bronzer. So I'm not saying that these are bad. If you have fair, pale skin, I don't know if you will love these just because of the warm undertone. I definitely would not say don't go above the 100 if you're fair. It looks okay, just not the most natural on my skin tone right now. So I'm going to say that my mind is not made up on these. I'm going to try these again when I have a bit of a tan and see what I think then. So until then, these are just a question mark for me, but the packaging is really pretty. So I hope you guys enjoyed this try-on video of 2 of the new products from Maybelline. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and as always, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.